In the shadows of the ancient tombs, a man lived a life unlike any other. Possessed by a legion of demons, he was a creature of unimaginable power and terror. This is the chilling tale of the Gerasene Demoniac, a story that will make you question the very boundaries of reality. Mark chapter 5, verses 1 to 20 reads, "Now they came to the other side of the sea, to the country of the Gerasenes. And when he had come out of the boat, immediately a man from the tombs with an unclean spirit met him. He had his dwelling among the tombs, and no one was able to bind him any more, not even with a chain, because he had often been bound with shackles and chains, and the chains had been torn apart by him and the shackles broken in pieces. And no one was strong enough to subdue him. Constantly, night and day, he was screaming among the tombs and in the mountains and gashing himself with stones. And when he saw Jesus from afar, he ran and fell down before him. And crying out with a loud voice, he said, 'What have you to do with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I implore you by God, do not torment me.' For he had been saying to him, 'Come out of the man, you unclean spirit.' And Jesus asked him, 'What is your name?' He replied, 'My name is Legion, for we are many.' And he begged him earnestly not to send them out of the country. Now a large herd of swine was feeding there on the mountain. And they begged him, saying, 'Send us into the swine, permit us to enter them.' And Jesus gave them leave. And the unclean spirits came out and entered the swine, and the herd rushed violently down the steep place into the sea. They were about 2,000, and they were drowned in the sea. And those who were feeding them fled and reported it to the city and into the country. And they went out to see what had happened. And they came to Jesus and saw the one who had been demon-possessed sitting down, clothed and in his right mind, and they were afraid. And those who saw it reported to them how it happened to him who had been demon-possessed, and also concerning the swine. And they began to implore him to depart from their region. And as he was getting into the boat, the one who had been demon-possessed begged him that he might be with him. But he did not permit him, but said to him, 'Go home to your people and report to them what great things the Lord has done for you, and how he had mercy on you.' And he went away and began to proclaim in Decapolis what great things Jesus had done for him, and everyone was amazed." This ends the account from Mark. Now some might dismiss this as a mere parable, a symbolic story with no basis in reality. But what if there's more to it? What if this was a genuine account of a man grappling with a force beyond human comprehension? What if this wasn't just a story, but a chilling glimpse into the unknown? Let's examine the details. The legion. The Bible mentions a legion of demons, not just one. This isn't a single entity, but a multitude, a hive mind controlling the man's behavior. Imagine the sheer terror of this man trapped within his own mind. Superhuman strength. The man was incredibly strong, able to break chains and resist restraint. This goes beyond typical human capabilities. What could possibly give a man such immense power? Some have speculated about a connection to the demonic entities themselves, perhaps a temporary infusion of their own strength. Awareness of Jesus. Even before encountering Jesus, the man recognized him, crying out, "What have you to do with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God?" This implies a knowledge of the divine that transcends human understanding. Did the demons somehow recognize Jesus' power? Or was it something within the man himself, a desperate plea for release? The encounter with Jesus is truly dramatic. The demons, terrified of the divine power, begged to be sent into a herd of pigs, which then tragically plunge into the sea. This raises more questions. Demonic possession. Is this a literal account of demonic possession or a metaphor for mental illness? While the concept of demonic possession doesn't fit within modern medical frameworks, we do recognize severe mental health conditions that can present with unusual symptoms. Could this be a case of psychosis or a severe dissociative disorder? The man's behavior certainly suggests a profound mental disturbance. The pigs. What is the significance of the pigs? Were they chosen by the demons, or was it a divine judgment? Some interpretations suggest that the pigs represent the unclean, the impure, a fitting vessel for the expulsion of the demonic entities. The aftermath. What happened to the man after his deliverance? Did he find healing and restoration? The Bible simply states that he sat at the feet of Jesus, clothed and in his right mind. But what does that truly mean? Was he truly healed? Or did he continue to struggle with the aftermath of his ordeal? The story of the Gerasene Demoniac remains a mystery, a chilling glimpse into the unknown. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, this account raises profound questions about the nature of reality, the limits of human understanding, and the possibility of forces beyond our control. What are your thoughts? Do you believe in demonic possession? What is your interpretation of this enigmatic story? Could this be a case of mass hysteria? Could there be a natural explanation for the man's behavior? What are the ethical implications of this story? Let me know your theories in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this disturbing and fascinating case.